Trying to learn Korean but still can't speak? That's because you're missing one of 3 crucial steps. These are 3 steps to mastering and speaking Korean with confidence, and that's how you learn at Korean Class 101. You learn with quick conversation lessons by real teachers, you get to practice what you've learned, and you get tested for total mastery. So sign up for your free lifetime account at Korean Class 101. Click the link in the description.
Do you know how to give your impression in Korean? You will learn how in just a moment. Hi, my name is Richang and this is 3-Step Korean by KoreanClass101.com. In this lesson, you will learn how to give your impression through a quick conversation. Let's look at the dialogue. As you listen, pay attention to how they give their impressions and how the other person responds. 연아 씨, 다음 주 회의 프레젠테이션 준비했어요? 아니요, 아직 다 못했는데 좀 도와주실래요? 물론이죠. 여기는 너무 시끄러운데 내일 아침에 회의실에서 이야기할까요? 좋은 생각인 것 같아요. 내일 아침에 어디서 만날까요? 회의실이 좋을 것 같아요. Let's break it down. 연아 씨, 다음 주 회의 프레젠테이션 준비했어요? 연아, have you prepared the presentation for next week's meeting? 아니요, 아직 다 못했는데 좀 도와주실래요? No, I haven't finished yet. Could you help me? 물론이죠. 여기는 너무 시끄러운데 내일 아침에 회의실에서 이야기할까요? Of course, it's too noisy here. Shall we talk in the conference room tomorrow morning? This next sentence that they say includes our focus for the lesson. 좋은 생각인 것 같아요. First is 좋은, which means good. 좋은, 좋은. Then it's 생각, which means idea or thought. However, it is followed by in, which changes the pronunciation as both are said together. 생각인, 생각인, 생각인. In, combined with the following 것 같아요, expresses it seems or I think it is. 것 같아요, 것 같아요. Altogether, it's 좋은 생각인 것 같아요. I think it's a good idea. 좋은 생각인 것 같아요. 내일 아침에 어디에서 만날까요? Where should we meet in the morning? 회의실이 좋을 것 같아요. The conference room would be a good choice. Let's look at the sentence pattern. This pattern is a structure that all of our examples will follow. Noun, in, 것, 같다. I think noun is, it seems like noun is. The first part of this pattern is a noun, followed by in, which comes from verb ida, meaning to be. After in, we have 것, meaning things or fact, and 같다, which means seems like or appears to be. Together, 인 것 같다 indicates that the speaker is giving their impression or assumption about the noun. This expression is often used to give your impression about something. Let's see how a line from a dialogue follows this pattern. 좋은 생각인 것 같아요. That sounds like a good idea. Where should we meet in the morning? In this sentence, 좋은 생각 is the noun phrase meaning good idea. In is used here because 생각, idea, is a noun and requires us to connect with 것 같아요. 것 같아요 means it seems like or I think. Altogether, 좋은 생각인 것 같아요 means that sounds like a good idea or I think that's a good idea. There are 2 other related sentence patterns that let you give your opinion on the verb phrase or adjective phrase as well. First is this pattern, verb stem, 는 것 같다. In this structure, we start with a verb stem, which is the basic form of the verb without 다. Then, 는 attaches directly after the verb stem to indicate an ongoing or present action. Next, 것 같다 follows meaning it seems like or I think. This pattern allows you to express your assumption or impression about an action currently happening or habitually occurring. The last pattern is adjective stem, 은 것 같다. For adjectives, we take the adjective stem, then add either 는 or 은 to it. If the adjective stem ends with a vowel, add 는. If it ends with a consonant, add 은. After that comes 것 같다, meaning it seems like or I think. This pattern expresses your assumption or impression about the quality or state of something. With these three patterns, you can give your impression of things, action, or the quality of something. Now, let's look at some speaking examples. 연아 씨의 시계가 참 예쁜 것 같아요. I think 연아's watch is really pretty. Can you see how the adjective stem 은 것 같다 pattern applies here? Let's break it down. Here, 연아 씨의 시계 is the subject, marked by 가 참 means really, functioning like an adverb. 예쁜 comes from the adjective 예쁘다. Since 예쁘 ends with a vowel, we add 는 to get 예쁜, meaning pretty. Finally, 것 같아요, meaning I think or it seems like. Thus, the sentence clearly follows the pattern adjective stem 은 것 같다, meaning I think 연아's watch is really pretty. Let's try one more. 지금 밖에 비가 오는 것 같아요. I think it's raining outside right now. Can you see how the verb stem 는 것 같다 pattern applies here? Let's break it down. Here, 비가 오다 means rain comes, referring to raining. The verb stem is 오, and we attach 는 to make 오는, meaning falling or coming. Then 것 같아요 is it seems like or I think. Altogether, this sentence matches the pattern verb stem 는 것 같다, meaning I think it's raining outside right now. Another one. 이 책은 좋은 책인 것 같아요. I think this book is a good book. Can you see how the noun 인 것 같다 pattern applies here? Let's break it down. Here, the noun phrase 좋은 책 means a good book. Because we have a noun, we use 인 to connect it to 것 같아요, meaning it seems like or I think. Together, 좋은 책인 것 같아요 perfectly matches the pattern noun 인 것 같다, meaning I think this book is a good book. Here's another example. 요즘 사람들은 책을 안 읽는 것 같아요. I think people these days don't read books. 요즘 사람들은 책을 안 읽는 것 같아요. I think people these days don't read books. One last example. 오늘이 중요한 날인 것 같아요. I think today is an important day. 오늘이 중요한 날인 것 같아요. I think today is an important day. Thank you for watching. Now you know how to give your impression in Korean. And now you can move on to the practice. 다음 시간에 봐요.